What's up, Starcraft fans? Today we're gonna have a little change of pace and do the Wings of Liberty challenges. So as you can see, I'm on the Asia server where I have very little in the way of achievements, and I'm gonna have to ruin Rainer's 69% achievement by doing these challenges. These are from Wings of Liberty, and these are mostly micro challenges where we will have to do various tasks and get these achievements. So let's start with the Terran version of Tactical Command. Thank you to Neem Metal and Shadow Archon who are supporting me with Pulse Cannon tier, and thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. So this is basic challenge, Tactical Command.
Greetings, Commander. Your objective in this exercise is to use limited forces to defend
defending 3 depots.
The supply depots are widely spaced. You will need to split up your forces to create a guard detail for each one.
We'll need
you
to defend each one
form groups that will effectively counter
by splitting up our
the enemy
forces.
deployed against them.
Okay, we'll need to counter
When
the
you have
enemies.
completed your deployment, press the ready button to proceed.
Alright, so here's how it looks like. We have 3 prongs here. Each of these prongs will try to attack this depot. Our objective will be to defend these depots right here. So first off, we have Zerglings here. Second, we have a bunch of Bailings here. And third, we have Mulisks. So in order to do that, I'll have to select units that will effectively counter each one. So Zerglings here, I'll send Hellions. Bailings here, I'll send the Siege Tank. And the rest for the Mulisks. So this is my only anti-air. Alright. So before we actually click the ready button, we are free to arrange our forces however we want, as long as we don't step into the bubble, because that's kind of cheating. So what I've done is, for the Hellions, I just have them hugging this barrier right here, so they can charge at the Zerglings as early as possible, because I have enough Hellions. That doesn't really matter. Next, I have the Siege Tank sieged up here, ready to shoot at this Bailing here as soon as the timer starts. And finally, this is the difficult part for this part. I have these Marines in a huge arc, ready to defend this depot, but you can see that the depots and the medevacs are in front. I'm gonna have them soak a little bit of the damage first, and have this go very far forward. He'll take out as many Mulisks as he can with his snipe and his auto attack before the mission begins. So what I can do is I'm gonna save right here, Tactical Command, before I start the mission, so I can go back and redo anyone that I feel that could be improved. So let's start ready, or let's click ready to start rather. All right. Here's the first challenge. I run in with my Hellions. Barbecue these Zerglings. I just roast them up real good. There we go. I took 1 single point of damage there. That's pretty good. I will save that. That is pretty good. Next, I'll right click this middle Bailing here, so it can deal damage right off the bat. And there we go. That time I didn't even take damage, so that's good. I'm gonna save that again, because the next part, again, this is the hard part of this prong. And cloak this ghost. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that was Miss Micro. This is why I save, guys. You wanna load your challenges whenever you feel that it can be improved, such as that one. I lost the medevac. That's definitely not something I want to lose. I want to let it take a little bit of damage, but not lose it. Okay. All right. Attack here. Okay, pull this back. This is taking damage. Oh, pull this back. Ooh, pull this back. Ah, I lost a Marine. Not ideal. Ooh, lost another one. Yeah, it's very hard to see. It's very hard to see these Marines they're literally under the Mulisks. So what I will do is change it up a little bit. Bring my other set of Marines forward. Or maybe rather, pull this a little further back. Just so I won't be the first to take damage and get chased by the enemy. Okay. Okay, attack here. Ooh. Ooh, ah. Very bad, very bad. I'll want to have the Mulisk attack the right side of my concave first, so it's easier to actually see what's going on. Because if they're attacking attacking, if they're on top of my Marines, if they're on top of my Marines, it's very hard to see what's going on and defend. Okay, pull this back. Alright. Oh, I still lost it. Ah, not ideal. Not ideal. Maybe in the way I pulled back my medevac. The way I pulled back my medevac wasn't ideal.
Now what?
Okay. Cloak. Okay. Attack here. Okay. Ooh, not quite fast enough. I'm losing a lot of Marines. 3 already. You can see why I'm saying. You can see why I'm saying that this Marine part is the hardest part of this bunch. You see, in the other ones I took almost no damage, but here, yeah, the Marines are very squishy, and they're very easy to lose. That's why I need to have these as far forward as possible. Okay. This guy in the... Oh, I lost the medevac. Ah. Okay. Yeah, the Mulisks, the Marine part is disproportionately difficult to the rest of these. Cloak. Pull this guy back. Alright. Pull this medevac back. Ooh! Ah, lost 2 right off the bat. Ah! Yeah, they're focus firing down my Marines. It's very difficult to react because they basically two-shot the Marines when they're clumped up together. Okay. Cloak. Alright. Okay. Got these guys. Ah! Come on, get inside. Ah. Too slow. Too slow. Oh, oh, that's a bad concave. That's a bad concave. Yeah, this part, the Marine part, is not easy. Look. Okay. Attack here. Ooh, pull back. Not the medevac. Ooh, get inside, get inside. Get inside. Okay. Alright. Got it to go. That was kind of by luck, but you see what I needed to do. I just needed to put the Marines back in the medics, or back in the medevacs, so that they won't take damage. And of course, I had to keep the medevacs themselves alive. You can see that these are full of damage units, and the ones here are mostly ones that are not getting attacked. It's a very tricky thing. And all you can do is kind of save at good points where you didn't take any losses. So again, the achievements are, for the bronze, you just need to complete all the structures. If you want to get the silver award, you want to lose 20 units or fewer. If you want to get the gold, you want to lose 10 units or fewer. So now, it's gonna get a little bit easier from here on. So we have roaches here, an ultralisk here, and hydralisks here. So how I've decided to arrange my forces, I'll have these marauders in an arc around this depot. I can technically just have them right up front here, but number one, I wouldn't have a leverage of the formation where all my marauders can be shooting into a circle or into a tighter spot, and their roaches will have to fan out against my marauders. And number two, it's on creep. I don't want to fight the Zerg if they're on creep. So now I have this marauder and this medevac against this ultralisk. I'm just gonna do a little bit of micro to bring this one down as fast as I can. So for the last one, I have all the siege tanks here in siege mode, ready to defend, and I have these Marines ready to go, and this medevac right over them, just in case any stragglers get through, and of course the ghost, once again, just in front of everything. So before we start, again, we gotta drop a save to make sure we don't lose anything. We're going for the gold here, guys, so we want to lose as few units as possible. We'll only really concede losses if it's pretty much impossible. Okay. Waiting for the roaches to come in. Okay. Ooh, they're trying to focus down my, they're desperately trying to focus down my marauders. I definitely don't want them to do that. Ooh. Look at them try to chase. They're gonna try to chase me. No siree. They're gonna try to cheese me. Yeah, just pull back your marauders whenever they get hurt. Speak your marauders. We don't want this guy to fall, since he is the only one who can actually attack the Ultralisk. Let's stim him up. And drop him in. Drop him when the Ultralisk is halfway between the medevac and the depot. You should be able to get 3 shots off before needing to load back in. Just unload him back. Stim him again. Drop him again. Load him again. Drop him again. Again, drop him. Drop the Marauder when the Ultralisk is halfway between the depot and the medevac. And that way you can just keep cheesing this. And not take actual damage. You see, very much perfect health for this section. Pretty good. So now, this isn't quite as difficult as the as the risk part. Hey, Ghost, come on. Ghost kind of just chilling out here or something. Yeah, that's not even gonna work. One try. That's pretty good. That one was pretty good. Alright. Units lost 0 for round 2. Now let's see round 3. We'll have Dude Lords and Zerglings here. We'll have Roach and Hydralisk over here. And we'll have Mulisks over here. Okay, so how I've chosen to go about my forces is that I have these Vikings in the control group ready to fight these Dude Lords. And once again, the Hellions just gonna roast away at these Zerglings. For the next group, I have this medevac just precariously perched over this high ground here, or over this area here, trying to draw these units into a tight spot, whereas I have my my siege tanks and marauders just ready to fire at them. And finally, of course, for the Mulisks, I have again the Ghost in front, and this time I have a Thors in an arc around this depot. So once again, I drop a save and click the ready button. Alright, as soon as it's ready, I'll just shift click these Dude Lords so my Vikings will automatically fire upon them. There we go. I just roast these dudes. Didn't even take damage. Pretty good. That was pretty good. Now, this part, I'm gonna save again. What I'll try to do is try to bait these Hydralisks. Try to bait these Hydralisks into going into this area where they are in range of my siege tanks. I just stand over there. Hey Hydralisks. Hi Hydralisks, wanna shoot at me? Hi Hydralisks. Look at them. Look at them funneling into this little area here. Even though they can definitely get a bigger arc. Nope. Nope. Look at that. That was pretty cheesy. I'm gonna save here. Let this Ghost once again wail away at the Mulisks. And have these Thors attack. Okay. So what I'll do is just watch the Thor's health, and when they get low, I'll just, you know, pull them back. But it doesn't even look like I'll need to do that. Okay, maybe for this one. But yeah, that's about it. Alright. So that will be the Tactical Command Done Gold achievement. In fact, I didn't lose anything because I kept saves coming. But it's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. There we go. Perfect score. Next we have Path of Ascension, which is basically Tactical Command, except you'll be fighting Terran units as the Protoss. So let's see. Test your knowledge of Protoss units and what they counter. Defend your pylons from all 3 waves and try to keep as many units alive as possible. Once again, we'll go for the gold achievement, where we will try to lose 10 units or fewer.
Student.
Hello.
Protoss warrior under understands the strengths of their own forces and the weaknesses of the enemy.
True, that is true.
In this simulation, you will use a limited force.
A limited
to
force.
3 pylons from attack. The pylons are some distance apart. You will need to divide your forces to protect all 3.
Okay.
Study the opposing force and deploy your units so they will most effectively counter the enemy. Once you have deployed your forces, press the ready button to begin.
Alright. So, round 1. We'll have Hellions here, Marines here. I have had Storms, man. And Marauders here. Okay, this is how I've chosen to set up my forces. I have 4 Stalkers on the high ground, and I have 5 in a little arc around this pylon. Since the enemy's just Hellions, they probably wouldn't do that much damage, and I'll allow my Stalkers to really focus fire them down. Next, for the Marines, I have naturally Colossus. This one Colossus will kite the Marines into this kill gallery for my other Colossus. For the last one, I'll have these Zealots. Actually, I can have the sentry in front. Just for a moment, I'll have this sentry here. He'll hallucinate a couple of these Archons to tank for these Zealots against these Marauders. So again, save. This time we'll have Path of Ascension and click ready. Alright. We'll wait for these Hellions to come over. Just yeah, shoot them down. Yeah, you can see that their fire thing does very little damage. And I can pretty much just, you know, yeah, blink over here. Pull this guy back. Oh, don't get splashed on though. And finish this off. This section's a little bit of overkill. I didn't need this many Stalkers to defend this. You can see that I did defend it very, very effectively. Again, after a good section, just save. Don't be afraid to save. It's there. It's a section for a reason. Okay. I just kite these dudes back. Okay. Oh, careful not to lose anything. Okay. Oh, they're starting to attack the pylon. Hey guys, that's rude. All right. Still perfect. No losses taken at all, as you can see right there. So now here, I'll warp in, or I'll hallucinate these two. I'll hallucinate these 2 Archons. Have them tank for our Zealots, and you can see I have the F2 selected. So when a Zealot gets low, I can just pull it back. Okay. You have to react quickly here. You have to see when your forces are getting low. Click that wireframe. Click that wireframe and just pull it back. You can see the action. You can see the action here at the top part of the screen. At the bottom. In the bottom is where I was looking at. I was looking at this wireframe. At any time I see a Zealot getting orange, I just click that, or even yellow. Every time I see a Zealot start getting yellow, I click that wireframe. So to select that Zealot and just right click it over here to the back. That's how you take 0 losses for this section. Alright, now we have Thors here, siege tanks here, and battle cruisers here. Okay, this is how I've chosen to set up. I have these carriers in a big arc around this choke point where I will hold the Thors. Then I have these, again, same thing, Immortals in a big arc against this choke point where I hold the tanks. And I have the High Templar right here with the Void Race just floating around here, ready to take on the battle cruisers. So, here's what I'll do. Again, save. Click ready. I'll wait for the Thors to come over this area, and then I'll shift click. I have the carrier selected. I'll shift click each Thor while holding down the attack button, so that we'll focus down each of these carriers one by one. Okay. Yeah. We don't want to get splashed on. So anytime we see a carrier getting low relative to its peers, we'll just pull it back. you can see, we are very much minimizing the damage that we are taking from these Thors, while yeah, destroying them all pretty effectively. That's the first one. Now the second one, again, we'll save Path of Ascension. We're going up against these siege tanks. Oh, I'm already 20 minutes in. Maybe I can only do the first part of this. Oh, only 6 of them. Interesting. Okay, we'll march in. Trying to take actual damage. Alright. So, funny thing happens in this section. These tanks are sieged. So I'll have to march in here and try to take on these siege tanks. Before I do that though, I'll want to regen the shields on my immortals. This mission is not timed, so I can just wait here until the shields are fully regenerated. Lucky for you, I have the power of pause recording, so now my immortals have fully regenerated their shields and ready. March in here, but first, again, save. We are walking into siege tanks. This is normally a really dumb idea. But with starter step, I can burst these tanks down before they actually deal damage to us. I mean, this one took whole damage, that's fine. Alright. Now for the last part. What I'll do is, I'll first have this High Templar feed back each carrier, then run away as far as it can. Well, these Void Rays focus fire down these Valkyries. Same thing I do. Whenever one gets low, I'll just pull it back. Ooh, okay, that was miss macro. This is what saves before, guys. Alright. Run away. Just, yeah. Just pull our Void Rays back whenever they start to get hurt. Okay. Pull this one back. Pull this one back. Okay. Get ready to pull this one back. Ah, never mind. That was pretty good. Alright, perfect round. First try, guys. Kappa. Okay, finally we'll have a battlecruiser and these Vikings. Hellions and Reapers. And Marauders and Siege Tanks. Okay, this is how I've chosen to set up. I have these Stalkers in the line to wait for the Vikings to land and then take them out. And then I have these Colossus and this High Templar ready to deal splash damage galore to this clump of units. And finally I have the Zolasius chilling out here. They're just there to die. I really don't want to care too much about them dying. I have the Phoenixes ready to lift up the tanks, and I have Immortals and Archons and the Sentry ready to use its guard and shield. So once again, drop the save, and let's click ready. Alright. Let's go, team. This one's pretty difficult. I need to focus fire down, or not really focus fire. I just attack these Vikings. And then pull back the hurt ones. Such as this Stalker. And this Stalker. And this Stalker. And this Stalker. So many red Stalkers though. Ooh. Ooh, I lost one. Ah, not good. Also, I got a little greedy there. I definitely could have taken that on with fewer losses. I also forgot to focus fire. That's something I should do. Focus fire down the Vikings as they land. Alright. Okay. Blink this guy back. And blink. And blink. Okay, now I only have the battlecruiser left. That's a lot more manageable. I almost lost another Stalker. As I say, manageable. Okay. And blink. Okay, now it's 2 Stalkers in the dream. And the dream has indeed been achieved with just Stalkers. Now I'll have the High Templar and Colossus ready to splash down on these fools who try to attack into a concave. And fools they are indeed, as they walk right into storms. Oh, trying to lose this. Okay. The storms weren't as effective as I hoped. Oh, pull back. Okay. There we go. Still 0 losses. Pretty good. Now there's the last one. Gotta save force. Gotta save, of course. Got this dude in front. Pop guard and shield. Okay. Lift off these tanks. Okay, now that we're only fighting tanks, gotta make sure that the sentry doesn't die. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Round 3, complete with 0 losses. Path of Ascension, bronze, silver, and gold go along with my perfect score, thanks to a little bit of save scumming. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the third challenge, which is the Zerg version. We will have For the Swarm, which is basically like the first two, except it's Zerg, fighting off against Protoss, I think. Stave off waves of enemy units. There we go, guys. Gotta stave off the enemy!
These 3 spires are under threat. You must defend them with the forces available. The spires are widely separated. You must divide your forces to protect them all.
Okay.
Study your foes carefully. Deploy your minions to best counter each group of enemies. When you are fully prepared, press the ready button to begin.
So same deal. So this time I have Zerg will be fighting against this group of Colossus, this one Immortal, and these Void Rays. So how I've chosen to set up is that I have these Ultralisks in a little circle around this area here. The plan is to have these Ultralisks burrow so the Colossus can't see them. They'll just walk into this area over here where my Ultralisks will unburrow and nullify the splash and range advantage of these Colossus. Next I have this Immortal who will be walking into this spire, but not before it walks into the circle where it will be completely surrounded by my Zerglings. And finally I have these Burrow Zerglings, yeah. And finally I have this Infestor here who will fungal half of these Void Rays so that my Hydralisks can take care of this wave, half of them at a time. So before we start, let's save For the Swarm. Click ready. Okay, so we'll need to be patient and wait for the Colossus to step into this area over here and unburrow all my Ultralisks at the same time so that they'll all spread the damage. And now, or not, that's fine. You can see, yeah, only one Ultralisk getting damaged. And once that's done, at the end of the day, I lost 0 Ultralisks. Again, save. I mean, not that I need to save, it's just a good habit to have in this kind of challenge. We'll wait for the Ultralisk, or we'll wait for the Immortal rather, to step into this circle and burrow and unburrow my Zerglings. What I'll do is each time an Ultralisk attacks, I'll burrow the Zerg it just attacked. Yeah, just oh! Thought I clicked burrow. Apparently I didn't. It's actually a pretty fast action. You had to check the wireframe once again, and as soon as you saw a Zergling getting orange, just click that as fast as you can and hit burrow. Then click F2 again to bring up your entire force. Okay, burrow that. Okay. Click burrow. Click burrow. Click burrow. There we go. 0 losses. Now this last one. It's a little tricky. I'll have to fungal half of these Void Rays. There we go. So that only half at a time will charge into my Hydralisk arc where they will fully smash these enemies. Throw these guys back. Throw these guys back. Burrow. Burrow. Bruh. 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 Just bruh these guys. Okay. There we go. 0 losses for the first part. There we go. Now for the second. Second set. We'll have Zealots. We'll have Void Rays. And we'll have Stalkers. Okay, this is how I've chosen to set up. I had these 2 Ultralisks burrowed right in front of these Zealots. So what I'll do is wait for the Zealots to step into this spot over here, and then I'll use Fungal to keep them all in place and unburrow my Ultralisks to start hammering away at them. Then I have these Mutalisks who will target fire. I will shift click on these individual Void Rays and then pull back the hurt Mutalisks. And then finally I have these Roach in a huge circle, and these guys will wait for the Stalkers to step right in the middle before they all unburrow and get a complete surround, and all I have to do is burrow the Roaches that are getting hurt. So I have a numbers advantage for this one, I have the spellcaster advantage for this one, and I have the again a numbers advantage for this one. So again, before we go, click save for the swarm. You have to save for the swarm, guys. It's for the swarm or something. Okay. We'll wait for all these Zealots. Step into this spot here. And now, oh, it's micro. I meant to use 2 infested Terran. Instead I clicked, yeah, that's why we save, guys. Alright, incoming attack. Oh no, what shall we do? Ah, scary. We don't want to break these Zealots formation, which is why I'm not using the infested Terran right away. If they aggro, they will break formation. I want to get as many of them as possible in the circle. Okay, there we go. And Fungal again. Shoot. Shoot them, guys. There we go. These guys are all red now. Ooh, this Ultra is getting pretty low. Let's burrow that. Ooh. Yeah. Got surrounded right there. Okay. Unburrow to help out. Ooh. Both are getting low, but they will both survive. That's all that matters. Still got perfect score. Now before we move on to the next one, I'll again save for the swarm. Save for the swarm! Alright. Shift click on each of these Void Rays and watch. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. And pull back. And do I even need to pull back? No, I don't. Pretty good. Again, save for the swarm. For the swarm, I gotta save. Let's get ready. Fight these Stalkers. Enemy units. Alright, wait for them to get in here. I got a complete surround on them. Ooh, bro, that. Oh, bro, this dude. Ooh. Did I lose one? Almost. I almost lost one. Oh, bro. Woo. Nice. 0 losses. Perfect. Perfect round. Now we go to the last round for the basic challenges. I'm 34 minutes into the video, so I don't think it'll last for much longer. We have Stalkers and Immortals here, Archons and Zealots here, and Carriers here. Okay, so how I've chosen to set up is to have these Dude Lords, 4 of them actually. I have one of them here. I have the last one here, but I only need 4 Dude Lords to take out this. Actually, I only need 3, but 3 is kind of cutting it close. So 4 is more comfortable for me, and that's what I would recommend. I have this Dude Lord here to help out with these dudes, since they said 3 units, but I have, you can see, a small circle of Ultralisks and a big circle of Roaches. These will completely surround the enemy and will give them a little chance to deal actual damage to the relatively squishy units that are Roaches. And finally I have these Corruptors in an arc to fight the Carriers what I'll use is these corruption ability. I'll shift click these carriers and use a corruption spell on each one. So before we start, again, save for the swarm and click ready. Incoming attack. Alright guys. Just pull back whenever a Dude Lord starts getting attacked. Should be fine. Should be fine. And yeah, all I have to do is kind of wait for them to die. That's kind of it. I want them to take damage. Don't want that. Two of them now have not taken damage, which is kind of a shame. But there we go. You don't need 5 Dude Lords here again. You can actually do it with 3. I've done it with 3, but 4 is kind of the sweet spot between conserving your Dude Lords for a harder wave and still having a relatively easy time with this wave. And with that, taken down with 0 losses. I mean, aside from the free doodlings, but those don't count. Those literally don't count because I still have 0 losses. This doodler right here. I'm getting ready to fungal this set of enemies when they step into my office. And then I'll get ready to unburrow everything. There we go. Unburrow. Fungal again. That also is getting kind of low, but it doesn't matter. We beat this with 0 losses once again. Now save for the swarm. Okay. Shift click these. Okay. Pull back any hurt carriers. You can see I used corruption on each of the carriers, so now they will take extra damage. It will be that much easier to bring down. Go back, and one more. Port's done. And with that, we will complete the basic Ways of Delivery challenges with perfect scores on each one. There we go. For the swarm, bronze, challenge accepted, silver, and gold. So I think with that, at the 37-minute mark, I will end this video. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you want to see the advanced set of challenges, please do let me know in the comments. We'll have Covert Ops, Psionic Assault, Infestation. You can see I will do them again on the Asia server if you want. If you don't want, just let me know so I can resume to more co-op content. But yeah, see you same time, same place tomorrow for next week's mutation.